Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my speed reviews for the makeup that I tried in my holiday hauls and the get ready with me that I filmed immediately after my holiday hauls. So basically all of the makeup that I purchased in December, well, for my December videos, I am going to be giving you guys my updated thoughts, my final little review on them. So if you guys want to hang out and see my final thoughts on an ungodly amount of makeup, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of attempt to do this in the order of the videos so that I can have the video linked up in the eye and down below for you guys, like which video the products came from, because technically it's over the span of 3 videos, and some of the stuff I even had to try off of camera because there was just too much, because I went a little crazy. But I'm gonna do my best here. So the first product that I'm going to be talking about is the Huda Beauty Empowered Palette. This was my first time trying honestly anything from Huda Beauty, let alone her eyeshadows. Holy fuck, I am obsessed. I am absolutely fucking obsessed. The quality, the pigment, the blendability, the colors, just everything about this. The formulas, like there are formulas in here of shadows that I've never experienced before, and I've tried a lot of fucking eyeshadow. So to have a palette that has formulas in it that I've never tried that's not something that I experience often. But something like Manifest It, which has like a gel base to it, so it almost makes it sheer, but it's shimmery, but it's got a lot of lasting power to it. Or even something as like flaky as Limitless, which is insanely pigmented, but it's like a little bit flaky and like almost like gold flakes. Or even down to like, you know, the fact that there's cream shadows on here. And like these marbly ones that are super pretty as well. Just like 10 out of 10. Absolutely stunning. I'm so glad that I purchased this. Standout shadow for me, by the way. I know it's crazy. It's a neutral palette. Standout shadow for me is the shade right here, Rebel. I don't have any other shade like this. This like almost cool toned, but it's almost warm toned. It kind of goes both ways, like kind of clay-like color is just fucking stunning. I love it so much. I'm obsessed. I need to make this a speed review, so I need to go a lot faster here. The next 2 products are actually things that I have returned, so I have them on my little list written down to talk about it, but I did return them. First up is the Flower Beauty Power Matte Primer. I hated the way that it smelled. It smelled like eggs, like Easter eggs, like vinegary eggs. It was disgusting. But it also just like, it made my foundation look so bad. It just was bunchy and just not, it wasn't cute. It was not cute at all. And then also, with that being said, the Revlon Skin Caring Foundation. I just didn't like the way that it looked on my skin. It was just a little bit too sheer, but also too makeup-y looking at the same time. Like it never, ever, ever looked good on my face. I tried multiple times. Every time I tried it, no matter what I paired it with, no matter how I wore it, it always just looked so makeup-y on my skin. Like it just sat on top of my skin rather than being one with my skin, I guess I should say, and it just never looked good. So I did end up returning that as well. However, the Flower Beauty Get Real Concealer, I love this concealer so much. I do still think that this is like one shade too light for me. I'm really bad when it comes to Flower Beauty like tones, like shades, for some reason. I have the same issue with the powder foundation. I just cannot seem to get my like perfect shade match. But it is what it is. Stunning concealer though. Blends like a dream. Amazing coverage. Just so good. So good. Highly recommend. One thing that I will say is that the doe foot does pull out a shit ton of product. So definitely something to keep in mind. Next up is the Say Sun Melt Cream Bronzer. I was surprised by this because this is so much sheerer than I ever expected it to be. Like, it is so sheer. Like, I'm not mad at it, but it is so sheer. It's definitely, for me, a much more wintertime bronzer, just because, well, you're out in the sun less, and so you're slightly less bronzed, but like Where did it go? I don't know. I don't hate it. I wouldn't return it. I don't know that I'd repurchase it. But for as much as it was hyped up, I'm actually very surprised. Maybe it's because it was really hyped up during the like clean girl era or whatever, but like, I don't know. It surprised me how sheer this was. I don't know that I would go out of my way to repurchase. I would not go out of my way to repurchase it. I can say that. And I can also say that even with like having a monthly makeup basket and all that kind of stuff, like I still, even before I started doing that, I wasn't really reaching for this too much. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not mad that I bought it, but I wouldn't repurchase it, you know? I'm actually going to get all of these ones out of the way right now, even though I did use them over the span of all 3 videos. But for cream blush, I picked up the LYS Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush. I picked up this trio, and I also picked up 2 full-size ones. I didn't even pull out the full-size ones. One, because I realized my dumbass didn't pay attention when I was doing all of these purchases. And I bought a Self Love Shimmer in a mini, and I also bought a full-size regular Self Love. I didn't realize it until it was too late. And well, frankly, the timing in which I was trying all this makeup was right before Black Friday, heading into Christmas. You bet your ass I was not fucking going to Sephora to return a singular cream blush. I wasn't doing it. I do adore the LYS Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blushes. So I'm not like heartbroken about the fact that I kept it, but like I kind of am mad at myself for not paying attention. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Out of all of these, I'm gonna shock you. This really bright one right here, Humble, is probably actually my least favorite. This one surprised the shit out of me. And I've talked about it in a couple other videos since then, but I remember when I first pulled this one out, I was like, probably gonna have to give this away to someone else. Like, it's not my shade. This with a velour puff, very lightly picked up, very lightly applied to like the back half of my cheek, is the most perfect winter berry blush. Like, just the most fucking perfect blush. Like, is that my shade? Absolutely not. Did I own it and I wanted to figure out if there was a way that I could use it? Yeah. But like, God, even applying it with my finger is just putting it on too heavy. But like, it is seriously the most perfect winter berry blush shade on my skin. Just pairing it with like a lighter pink blush, so it kind of tones it down just a little bit, is just divine. It's fucking divine, and I love it so much, and I am really happy that I purchased it and tried it out. Next up is the ColourPop Powder Blush. This is in the shade 2 to 10. It is broken. It does not close all the way. Will I survive? Yes. I bought this solely because I needed to know if their powder blush formula was the same as their heart blush formula, because I love the heart blushes. I have a heart blush and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Is this packaging shit compared to the heart blush? 100%. It's a fucking cute puffy heart. Of course that's better packaging. But this is the same formula. So if you're at a Target or an Ulta and you're like, damn, I want a blush, I highly recommend the ColourPop powder blushes. They're really, really good. This is actually perfect to pair with that really like deep LYS blush, because this kind of neutralizes it out, lightens it up just a little bit, just enough. But seriously, the formula on this is stunning. It's thin, it's blurring, it's not too pigmented, so it's like overwhelming. It is one of the best blush formulas I've ever tried, and I'm so happy that I bought it. A little mad that it's broken, but whatever. I'll survive. I'm fucking pissed at myself that I like this. I really am. I wish that I didn't like this. I wish that I could have returned it and got my $90 back, but just something said, try it out, buy it. Why am I not in focus? Why are you in focus over there? What is going on? Come on. There we go. I had to try it, even though the fact that I have Butterfly. And then I wasn't blown away by the Butterfly palette when I first got it. And then kind of over time, I just kept reaching for it, and I was like, clearly I must like this more than I thought that I did. And so I was like, whoa, this one has a bronzer, and I've never tried their bronzers, and this highlight looks really pretty, so maybe I should try it, even though it's $90 fucking. And then I tried it, and I love it. And I hate myself for it. Here's the thing. Now I have a couple of their finishing powders, a couple of their blushes, and a couple of their highlights, and one of their bronzers. I've got my bases covered. I don't need to buy another one of these because these powders last a really, really long time. One thing I will say is that I was surprised by how pigmented the bronzer was. I honestly expected the bronzer to be much more sheer than it was, but I was rather shocked by how pigmented it was, to be honest with you. And this highlight in here is actually very pretty. Let me swatch it really quick. It's kind of a unique shade. It's the shade Opal Strobe Light. So it is very light, like very, very, very light, but it's very nice. It's a very nice shade and I enjoy it. And I'm pissed at myself that I like this, but now I have two and I don't need to buy anymore. All right, next up is the Sephora Matte Powder Foundation. That's what it looks like. It's just a powder foundation. I don't know that I love this. Like, it's fine. It gets the job done. Like, I'm not like fucking heartbroken over it or anything. I bought it during the Sephora holiday savings event, so I had the discount on top of like the extra Sephora discount as well, or maybe those don't stack, I don't fucking know. Would I ever purchase this $20 powder foundation full price? Absolutely not. No, I would not. There are plenty of drugstore powder foundations that I like more than that one that are way cheaper. With that being said, it's fine. I'm gonna use it until I don't have any more. I could potentially, possibly see myself buying another one like when it's on sale, but it's not like, oh my god, life-changing, you know? That's where I'm at with that. And then last but not least, for part one of my holiday haul, is the Lawless Forget the Filler Plumping Lipstick. So, this is in the shade Fawn. That's what it looks like right there. Very pretty. Is it plumping? No. Does it have like the slight tingle akin to like the Forget the Filler plumping lip glosses? Yes. Not to the same effect though. Can I tell you guys a little secret? I think that this was already gone bad. I have since learned that this lipstick has been discontinued. It smells like fucking Play-Doh. Have I used it since then? Like once or twice, and then I was like, I just don't know. I don't know. I love that it has a magnetic closure. I hate that sound. Repulsive. I can feel it in my throat. It makes me want to die. So I wish that I had returned it, but I didn't actually return anything to Sephora. So do with that information what you will. Will it sit in my collection until I do a lip declutter? Fucking probably. Could I just declutter it right now? Absolutely I could. Will I? No. It's just gonna get chucked back in the bucket with the rest of the lip products because I have so many on this table. I will say though that it does kind of break my heart that it was already discontinued. A, because I bought it, obviously, but B, because the tone of that lipstick in particular reminds me so much of one of my favorite NYX lipsticks that I'm pretty sure was discontinued. So I've been on a hunt for something similar to NYX a la mode for like a year now, and I haven't found anything close. So until that one, and then of course, you know, I'm pretty sure it's discontinued. All right, so on to my holiday haul part 2, and the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge palette. So everything that I said about the Empowered palette also translates over to this palette. This palette is also fucking divine, like literal fucking perfection. This shade right here, haphazard, however you pronounce that word, so pretty, so fucking pretty. Rebel, like I literally am so fucking obsessed with the Rebel shade. It is ungodly. Like I don't have another eyeshadow that is that like mirror-like. It is perfect. It's perfect. Everything about this palette, perfect. Stunning. 10 out of 10. Wouldn't change a fucking thing. A couple of the things that I tried in my holiday hauls that, or I guess I shouldn't say tried, because I'm literally about to tell you why I'm excluding them from today's video. A couple of the things that I did purchase for my holiday hauls were like new shades of a product that I already own. I'm not talking about those in today's video because, well, I've already tried the product and I've been talking about the products. Things like the Essence Pure Nude Blush. I got a new shade of that. We already know how I feel about it. The LA Girl Just Blushing Blush. I got a new shade of that. We already know how I feel about it. The only reason I talked about the LYS blushes is because I needed to tell you how perfect the shade Unique was. And also to tell you that I was a dumbass and I bought 2 of the same one. I know I talk about it in an upcoming video that I've already filmed, but is coming up after this one. Nose ring is new. It was originally a stud, and the post was really, really long, and it kept stabbing the inside of my nose, which was in turn making my nose run, which is in turn, it filled my chest with shit. And I have had a cough without ever getting sick, but I sound like I'm fucking sick for like 2 weeks now, and so that's why my eyes are suddenly very glassy, because I just hacked up a lung. We're doing great over here. Next up, I have the NYX Face Freezy Cooling Primer Moisturizer Base. This stuff is wild, like super wild. It is the coolest texture, no pun intended. It's like really, really gel-like. It's, I don't know, it's moisturizing, and it does have like a very lasting cooling sensation. It's oddly mattifying, which I kind of fuck with. I don't know, it's just really, really cool, and my battery's about to die, so fucking hold on a second. I should have known that there was absolutely no way in hell that I was going to be able to film both of these videos on one camera battery when I knew I had so much to talk about. Anyways, yeah, it's just like a very unique product. I don't know what else to really say about it. It's just so unique. And I haven't really tried anything else like it. So I'm a fan. But it's not like so overly moisturizing that like you don't know what the fuck to do with it kind of thing, you know? Product plays very nicely on top of that, which pleases me. Next up, I have the Tower 28 Sculptino Bronzer, Contour, Bronzer. I hate that word so much. This is so fucking hard to open. I need you guys to understand that. Like, it is so hard to open. That is what it looks like right there. I have the shade Broad. The sun is coming back out, so the lighting is gonna get real fucky in here. Anyways, I have the shade Broad. Kind of surprised me with how sheer this was. Maybe I'm just so used to like too pigmented of cream bronzers and blushes. It's definitely more pigmented than the Say one. Still rather sheer, to be honest with you. Super easy to use. That, don't get me wrong, that does make it very easy to use. Both of them stupidly easy to blend out because they are so sheer. I don't understand why this is considered to be like a sculpting product, because that is warm. That's a bronzer. Like that, there is no arguing with that. That is not a cream contour, that is a cream bronzer. Yeah, it literally says sculpt your face like the work of art you are. That's warm toned. That I have cooler toned cream bronzers than this. And I don't get it. It's fine, I like it. You get so little product in this, and because it's so sheer, you have to use a decent amount to get it to like actually really show up. So for that reason, I would likely not repurchase this because it's so little. Like, don't get me wrong, if this was a true cream contour that you're like just putting right here and like on your nose and maybe a little bit underneath your lip, I can understand this being such a small amount. But with this being basically a fucking cream bronzer, it's not enough product. Like, for example, let's just compare the two. This is 0.16 ounces, whereas the Say Sun Melt cream bronzer is fucking 10 ounces. What? Like, it's not enough product for the price. Like, not at all. And for what it actually is, because again, that's not a fucking contour. It's not a contour at all. It's a bronzer. Moving on to another bronzer. This is the ColourPop powder bronzer in the shade Avila Beach. Listen, I just needed to know, okay, I love the powder blushes. Is the powder bronzer just as good? And I can officially report that yes it is, in fact, just as good as the powder blushes, like blurring, not too pigmented, just perfect, perfect. And guess what? This package actually closes. Next up is the LA Girl Beauphoria Iridescent Highlight in the shade Dazzle in a Daze. Does it show up as iridescent? No, no it does not. Is it pretty? Yes. It's, again, icy. Icy is the big word here. But it's super thin and it doesn't accentuate anything. It just kind of is just like a nice icy glowy highlight. Super thin, super soft, which is nice. A little bit on the like more sparkly than like naturally glowy side. That's fine. I fuck with a sparkle sometimes. It's cute. That's what I have to say about it. It's cute. Do I think that this will stand the test of time in my collection compared to some of the other highlights that I have? No. Do I enjoy it in the interim? Yes. Next up is the ColourPop Lippy Sticks? Lippy Pencil? ColourPop Lippy Pencil. Do not ask me why. This is my first time trying these fucking lippy pencils. I don't know. What I can tell you is that I loved it so much that I turned around. Where are you? Where is it? Where is it? I turned around and I went and bought another so that I could compare them together. Because this one was the one that I tried in my video. This is BFF2. A little bit dark for like all over lip wearing. For me personally, so now I use this as like a lip contour. I'll put it on the bottom and a little bit on the top and just kind of like make my lips look a little bit more pouty than they are. But holy fuck, if that is not the creamiest, just most delicious to apply lip pencil I've ever used. Divine. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Don't love the fact that they are sharpenable instead of just like a retractable, but I will survive. I did, like I said, turn around and go and buy BFF because I needed like a more closer to my lip shade. But again, same thing. Divine and delicious to apply. 10 out of 10. Love them so much. Literally, like this was all that I wore lip liner wise for like a hot ass minute. It took me a while to like start using my other ones again. ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip. This was not a first impression. This was not like I'm trying these for the first time or anything like that. I used to wear the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lips back when they originally existed, and then they relaunched them again, and I was like, I need them. I was obsessed with the shade Zuma when they first were launched, and then I picked up a couple more. This shade right here, Sailor Fuku, is perfection. It's like the most gorgeous, just like nude. I love the blotted lips. I love that they're like matte, but not like super heavy or cakey or gross. They just like look really nice on the lips. They're a little bit sheer, but like they still give like a little matte kiss of color. They're perfect and I love them, and I am very happy to have them back in my collection, even though I do know that ColourPop lip products die rather quickly. Like they do not have the same lasting capability that a lot of other lip products have, but like it's fine. It's fine. Okay, and last but not least, I have the products that I tried during my Get Ready With Me that I filmed after my holiday hauls, and also stuff that I just tried off of camera because I didn't have the space on my face to try them in those 3 videos. So, mostly lip products, to be honest with you. Lip products and eye products, and 1 foundation. Let's get the foundation out of the way. This is the A2O Soft Matte Foundation. So this comes from Shop Miss A. This is Shop Miss A's brand, similar to AOA, but this is like the slightly more expensive, slightly different formulations. I've tried some AOA foundations. There's one that I really like. There was one that I absolutely hated. This was like $4 and I was picking up some lashes, so I was like, well, it's brand new. I should just try it, you know, like I'll give it a shot. This is probably one of the best foundations that I have tried in a long time. Like, hands down, one of the best foundations I have ever tried. I'm not exaggerating. First of all, I love an airless pump. Don't know why, I love an airless pump. I love that when I pump, it goes up rather than just leaving a whole bunch of stuff in there. Love an airless pump. I have the shade L2. I pump out just the tiniest amount. Only thing with this is you do not get a full ounce. You get 0.67, but again, it's $4 fucking, you know, like it's $4. But it has the most beautiful coverage, the most beautiful finish. It feels so good on the skin. It's kind of blending out the products that I had on my hand on the outside, so ignore that. Just look in the middle. Tone-wise, stunning. It has almost like a slightly gray undertone, which is like perfect for neutral skin. It doesn't oxidize. It doesn't do anything gross. It sits beautifully on the face. It's just so fucking perfect. I don't know what else to say besides it is perfect. It blends so easily, no matter your blending technique, sponge, brush, powder puff, fingers, however you want to blend, it will fucking blend. It's got amazing coverage. It's so nice. The only thing that I would change about it is the fragrance. It does have like a vague rosy scent to it. It goes away pretty quickly, but it does, if you're like sensitive to fragrances, I probably would recommend avoiding this because it is a little bit strong at first, but as you can see, as it starts to dry down, it does take on that kind of soft matte finish. This is obviously with nothing else on my hand. I've tried it with basically every single one of my primers. If I have something a little bit more hydrating on my skin, especially in combination with like my e.l.f. Whoa Glow SPF, it definitely does look a little bit more glowy on my skin than this is looking right here. But like it dries down so nicely. It just looks so fucking good. So fucking good. I literally cannot recommend this foundation enough. If you can find your shade, it's divine. It's perfect. It's delicious. I love it so much. I likely will be adding that to my when I purchase from Shop Miss A, it's to buy my lashes, and I will usually buy their lashes are like $1 to $2 total, so I'll usually buy about $30 worth of lashes, so I'm buying like 30 lashes at a time, which lasts me a hot ass minute, you know? That lasts me like 30 weeks or so, depending. And so I likely will just be adding this to my semi-annual Shop Miss A purchase. Okay, eye products. I have here the ColourPop Duochrome Liquid Shadow. This is in the shade Glaze. This, out of the 3 duochrome eye products that I'm about to talk about, this is the sheerest out of all of them, but it is so fucking pretty. It's got like a white base to it, and to the eye just facing forward, it's kind of just like almost like that white gold color. It has a like warm reddish orange reflect. The camera's not doing it justice. It has like a warm reddish orange flip to it, and it also has like a blue and teal, like a blue green kind of flip to it. In some angles it almost looks a little purple. It's so fucking pretty. It can get a little bunchy and weird if you like layer on too much, so something to keep in mind, but like one swipe will get you done. I also have here the LA Girl Shade Shifter Duochrome Powder Eyeshadow. Okay, red. It's like red and gold and green and blue, and oh my god, it is the softest, most just smoothest, creamiest, insanely pigmented powder ever. Like, just so fucking nice, so fucking pigmented, so pretty. Like, I need all of them, to be honest with you. I really do. And then I also have the LA Girl Shade Shifter Duochrome Liquid Shadow. This one's in the shade Tinsel. This one is, as you can see, like a blue, gold, purple, magenta, super creamy again, super insanely pigmented. This one is really, really, really pigmented. There's the purple flip, blue. You're probably not going to get to see the gold. Just know it's there. Just know it's there, okay? Just trust me. I also got this as like a Sephora birthday gift. It was the Patrick Ta set, so I got the Major Glow Lip Shine, and she's expensive, very nice, standard, honestly, just lip gloss. Like, Really nothing to write home about this. I would never purchase the full size. It's fine. Like I have it and I'll use it and it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but like ColourPop does the same thing. Maybelline does the same thing, you know? And I also got the Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel. Okay, so this is a clear brow gel. There's the little applicator for it. As we all know, I don't have a lot of eyebrow hair. I really don't. I decided to give this a try for about a week. And my eyebrows were actually doing really, really good at the time. Like really good at the time. I was doing very well with it. I don't want to say that this is at fault, but this definitely caused the problem, if that makes any sense. So I have what's called trichotillomania. Basically, I compulsively pull at my eyebrows and my eyelashes particularly. I don't really pull out like my scalp hair. But my eyebrows and my eyelashes do get fucking wrecked by me when I am in particular moods. Please don't throw up in my monthly makeup basket. That would be tragic. I do use a brow gel in my eyebrows, you know, where I have some. I use the NYX Thick It Stick It brow gel. It adds some color, it adds some volume with some fibers and stuff like that. So I knew that this already wasn't gonna really be up my alley because it's just a clear brow gel, right? But I was like, let me give it a shot. Let me see what the vibes are. The vibes were not immaculate. I can tell you that right now. First of all, it does leave behind like a white gunk, if you will. With that being said, I got very compulsive when this was on my eyebrows because I could feel it and it made me want to crawl out of my skin, and so I would start picking and pulling, and I damn near plucked out all of my eyebrows with my fingers because I could feel this in my brows. So I stopped using it because I could feel it and it made me want to just crawl out of my own skin. So yeah, not for me. Probably great for someone else aside from the white gunk issue. Next up, I have two ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lips. Again, not like a new product at all to me by any stretch of the imagination. I used to use them a long time ago. I stopped because again, ColourPop lip products do not last forever. They are the fastest to go bad in my collection, but there was a ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip that I used to use called Champagne Mommy that I was fucking obsessed with. It did not come back when they kind of brought back the Ultra Blank Lip. This is the closest one to it. This is the shade It Girl. Very close. Very, very, very close. Champagne Mommy was a little bit more rose gold than this one is, but divine. This one's also really pretty. It doesn't look blue on the lips. It's just kind of, I don't know how to explain it, like just kind of clear and a little like gold glittery. It definitely does not look blue on the lips. It's super pretty. I do enjoy it. And yeah, they're great. They're great little cheapy, not cheapy, but like they're great affordable lip glosses. One more wasn't really a trying new thing, but I did pick up a ColourPop lippy stick as well. I was clearly feeling very nostalgic for like, you know, 2015, 2016 ColourPop. This is the shade Cookie. You're stressing me the fuck out. Move on. Thank you. This is the shade Cookie, which is like a matte nude. Gorgeous. 10 out of 10. My hand is a fucking mess, but it's really pretty. I've been like obsessed with this. It's not like super, super, super matte, by the way. It's more just like a standard lipstick formula. It's very pretty. I enjoy it. It's great for on the go because it's really lightweight. All right, and last but certainly not least is the L'Oreal Color Riche Intense Volume Matte Lipstick. It's a mouthful. This is in the shade Les Nude Rebellious. The packaging, 10 out of 10. Divine. Gorgeous. Love it so much. Love a thin lipstick. I don't know why. It gives me old Hollywood movies when like the women would be smoking those really long, really thin cigarettes. That's what this reminds me of, but like in a cute way. But this is like a great, just like cool toned nude lipstick. It's pretty. It's nice. It smells good. Yeah, it smells good. It's nice. It doesn't like get bunchy or weird on the lips because it's new or matte. It's just nice. It's a good, just solid lipstick. It's very similar to the Maybelline Ultra Matte lipsticks. Very similar to that. And that's gonna wrap up my speed reviews of the products that I tried in my holiday hauls and the subsequent get ready with me that I filmed after that. I have therapy in 40 minutes, so I have shit to do before then. So thank you guys for hanging out. Comment down below and let me know if you are interested in any of the products that you've tried out, or give me a speed review of a product that you've tried recently. I would love to hear all about it. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope that you guys have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!